What is going on, everyone? This is the Brandalorian 88 coming at you with another action figure review. And today we're looking at the G.I. Joe Classified Series G.I. Joe vs. Cobra San Diego Comic-Con exclusive Shipwreck versus Cadet Deming from the There's No Place Like Springfield 2-episode arc from the original cartoon. We've got some very animated looking artwork of the two of the characters there. This is number 205 there. We also have Polly flying around in the back. Here's a pretty cool shot of a specific moment in that 2-episode arc there with some of like the things that are in Shipwreck's mind. We've got the stats for both characters. We've got a double QR code there, which looks really cool. I like that they had the blue and the red there. I'd like to see more G.I. Joe versus Cobra in general. We've had a few sets, but I like when they do that, those versus sets. It brings me back to those early 2000s sets. But taking a look at Shipwreck first out of the package, the only really unique thing about this one is that he has a different headpiece, or hairpiece, which has the wrap around the head, since his head is bandaged up, and he's got some new decal on the beard, so he's all grayed out like it was in the cartoon. But it's pretty much just the same base body and face of the first Shipwreck that we had. So again, just different paint on the shirt and the pants and on the beard and the hair, but the wrap is different. Pretty good detail on the Shipwreck. Not really much to the bandaged head. But now let's take a look at the articulation. Head can go down about that much, up about that much, rotate from side to side. We've got shoulder articulation there. We've got the butterfly joints. Again, this is the same exact articulation that you had with the very first Shipwreck. So there's not really much to really see that's new here in that regard. Legs can split out about that much. You do have that thigh swivel and double jointed pinless knees. We do have a little pivot and rocker in the ankle. But yeah, nothing really special about the articulation. For accessories, he does come with this glass of milk with removable milk. Very small piece there, which does reference the time that Cadet Deming was trying to get him to continue to drink the milk. He does have a switchable hairpiece, which is kind of a little grayed out. It's the same piece that we had with the first Shipwreck. And then he also has a Polly in flight mode with the little transmitter thing that turns the Cobra characters into synthoid mush. So it has that little beaming effect, which looks pretty cool. Polly is painted pretty well. This Polly definitely echoes more of the Sunbow cartoon color scheme. Now, here he is with the grayed out hair piece. Again, it's the same exact hair piece that we had before. So nothing really new other than the color. And then here's the first Polly. As you can see, the new Polly is definitely more of the Sunbow inspired, brighter colors. And this Polly does not have the peg leg like the first Polly did. So here is Cadet Deming, which is probably why most people would want this set. And she looks really, really good. That face printing looks very strong. You can see she looks unique, but also very evil. Little white hat on top there. She was a Crimson Guard officer, so it's pretty cool that they just reused the recent female Crimson Guard body and then just painted it to look like the Sunbow episode. So, which is the female Crimson Guard is a great figure, so can't really go wrong with a new head on that body. But this feels like a very much a different figure from that one because it's painted so different and it has the unique Cadet Deming head sculpt there. The hair looks really good, sculpted very well, kind of reminiscent of that 80s style shorter haircut that she featured in the cartoon. But again, very, very good, strong face printing. For articulation, head can go down about that much, up about that much. She's got this diaphragm cut here. We've got, again, all the same articulation that we received with the female Crimson Guard, so nothing really new there. She does have the butterfly joints, shoulder rotation, double jointed pinless elbows. Again, that diaphragm there. Legs can split out about that much. She does have a thigh swivel, double jointed pinless knees, and she does have calf rotation, as well as the ankle pivot and rocker. So very good articulation, very good solid sculpt. For accessories, she does have a lot of the same female Crimson Guard accessories. She's got that Crimson Guard knife, which is a really cool accessory. She also has a standard sidearm with a little porthole for a blast effect. She also has the fisted hands, so you can switch out those weapons holding hands for those. And then she has the Cadet Deming goggles, which is definitely reminiscent of when she was interrogating Shipwreck. She was wearing those. That's cool that they included those. She does have a Crimson Guard sword and sheath, which is nice. And then she also has a hairpiece without the hat, so that's cool, because the hat is so small that they did one with and without, so I like that. I feel like that's good value. And then she has a Crimson Guard helmet that you can switch out to. So a nice little touch there. You can kind of have her leading your Crimson Guard recruits, and that's what she looks like without with the helmet. She definitely has the bare skin with where the neck is, so just be aware of that. Here she is with the goggles and the knife and her sword in its sheath on her belt. She looks really cool. Again, I think if you're going to get this set, this is the figure you're going to want this set for, in my opinion. Very cool and fun figure. We also have this computer generator base that was kind of featured in the episodes. It's got this like marbleized silver plastic, and it doesn't have those little circles there for you to put some sort of cylinders in there. The only cylinders I can think of are mass device elements, which we'll take a look at later. But again, not painted too crazy, but it is a nice little diorama building set. So we'll grab our cylinders here from our different mass device figures, from those three exclusives, and that fits in there very easily. I think that's what it was meant for. I think you can also put the Dr. Mindbender cylinders that he came with. You can put those on there. In the cartoon, I believe it was like the synthoid material that they had there that Cobra was cooking up. So maybe we'll get those later on. Here is Shipwreck next to the first Shipwreck. It's kind of crazy that this is only the second Shipwreck. Shipwreck is a very big presence in the cartoon and in G.I. Joe lore. So it's a little upsetting that this is only the second one we've had. We need more Shipwreck. I knew we do have the Navy one with the beanie that's coming, so I'm looking forward to that. But always a big fan of Shipwreck, so need more of him. And here's Cadet Deming next to Once a Man Cobra Commander. She kind of reminds me of the Major Medusa, which was revealed recently in the Energon Universe comics. Kind of like somebody that could be right at Cobra Commander's side. Very loyal to him, and then has a unique backstory. And here they both are with Polly in action and the mass device elements on the generator there. So yeah, this is a fun set. It's not a must need. If you are going to get the set, I think it's mainly for the Cadet Deming figure. I think she's very strong. The Shipwreck, you could probably take or leave, which is why I think this makes a pretty decent San Diego Comic-Con exclusive, because it's not essential, but it is something that's worth getting if you're a fan of the cartoon. So yeah, I like the set, but let me know what you think in the comment section below. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and subscribe, and we will catch you on the next episode.